issues on the other side at 125.5 for Galvan. Hamilton with a record of 16-9. Galvan with a record of 7-3. And Schmo minus 800 in favor of the local Las Vegas fighter here tonight.
They moved the line since the Schmo last check. Much heavier is a favorite for this guy. El Huracan's a big Dan Henderson fan. Can we see a Hendo bomb tonight?
Israel Galvan, his first fight in Vegas and first time on the West Coast since he was an amateur in California back in 2019. I asked him yesterday, are you looking forward to fighting in your backyard finally? He said, I can't wait for it. I didn't even think about it.
Coach John Wood, Syndicate MMA, staying very busy tonight, literally in the backyard. We're only 15 minutes away from Syndicate Mixed Martial Arts.
Israel Galvan, lots of eyeballs on him as he enters in and looks to keep the streak alive. He's won his last 2 in a row, and again, 6 of his last 7. Hot as can be. We'll go back inside to Garrett Fertig.
From Las Vegas, Nevada, Borroka Promotions presents our flyweight co-main event, 3 5-minute rounds presented by Rebel Gas Stations. And now we introduce first the blue corner, standing 5'6", weighing 125 pounds. This 11-year MMA veteran holds a professional record of 16 wins, 9 losses, with 5 wins coming by knockout, 2 by submission, representing contemporary martial arts and revolution martial arts from Hartwell, Georgia, CJ, the Autobot Hamilton. And now introducing his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner, standing 5'4", his official weight 125.5 pounds, amassing a record of 7 professional wins, 3 losses, 2 wins by knockout, 3 by submission, representing Syndicate MMA from Grand Island, Nebraska. He fights out of Las Vegas, Nevada, Israel, El Huracan Galvan.
Striking while the iron is hot is Israel Galvan in the red gloves. Challenging is CJ Hamilton in the blue. This flyweight bout is brought to you by Anabi Oil, owned and operated for more than 20 years. They want to help you grow your fuel business. Final assignment tonight from Mark Smith, the third man in the cage tonight. Galvan, a speedy start. Typically how it looks is CJ Hamilton looks to open up with a little bit of wrestling, Schmo.
That's right. Galvan not wasting any time going for those leg kicks. As you see CJ Hamilton go for that short elbow.
Galvan able to infiltrate inside and go to the body.
Good job mixing in the feints right there from Galvan, giving CJ Hamilton a little bit different looks right there. CJ Hamilton going for the takedown attempt. Oh, slippage right there from Galvan.
Galvan able to land a crisp knee up the middle, and with that, able to put together a little bit more offense in his favor.
Galvan doing a good job switching up the distance, going in and out, looking for ways to find his shots early on in this fight.
CJ Hamilton, unorthodox movement. One of the big things on the scouting report for me, Schmo. The way in which he moves, Galvan goes for broke on that head kick. Hamilton saw it.
That left hand just missed right there for Galvan.
Blistering speed by these flyweights as Hamilton seemingly slipped, but was about to gain a little bit of traction in that exchange. Now Galvan able to put together a little bit of wrestling.
Good single leg to take him down and also brought him away from the cage, which is good to see.
Galvan immediately looks up to John Wood and company over at Syndicate MMA, listening for some instruction.
John Wood asking for him to step over onto that right-hand side. Heavy on the hips.
Galvan immediately jumps to the guillotine. It seems tight, but Hamilton's wrestling, able to get himself slightly out of the woods. Galvan not going away without a fight.
CJ Hamilton, too much of a veteran in that position. Oh, we've got a nut shot right here.
Looks like a low blow brings Hamilton to his knees. Israel Galvan didn't seem like he wanted to lobby it in any way. Takes a quick break for himself. We got the replay right here, Schmo. Break it down for us.
Ooh. That was an uppercut right to the jewels. That moves the cup quite a bit.
Stern warning from veteran official Mark Smith. But Hamilton still taking a knee. Looks like he's back and good to go. We see it in slow motion. Just aimed a little low. Typically it's a knee or a kick. This time it was a punch, Mo.
You don't see that very often. Uppercut right to the jewels.
Back to the action we go.
Chopping away at the leg is Galvan.
Galvan throws a couple of clubbing hooks. And now aims upstairs once again with a kick of his own. Relentless in the pursuit of the takedown. Israel Galvan finding success in the striking, now seeing more so in the grappling as well with 2 minutes to work.
We saw it in the last fight from Forrest Molinari, but what I like what Galvan's doing is he throws heavy, closes the distance, and that time when he took him down, he was able to get him down with the double leg, wrapping the hands behind the hips.
Hamilton still attentive defensively as Galvan pounces back up towards the head of Hamilton. Slicing elbow lands as well for Galvan. And Schmo, there was a little bit of chirping between these two at weigh-ins. Israel Galvan seemed to start it. CJ Hamilton, not really much to mince words, but Israel Galvan likes to chirp a little bit with his opposition as he's wrapping up the neck.
And doing a good job talking. Got a good shot of Sean Shelby, the matchmaker of the UFC right there cage side, to get a look at the action. Maybe a future home for one of these flyweights. Who knows?
CJ Hamilton, 26th professional MMA fight here tonight. Israel Galvan, a seasoned veteran in his own right, 7-3, the record for him. Clips the chin of Hamilton. Galvan quite successful in the striking late in round one.
Heavy breaths right now to CJ Hamilton too, after taking some shots to the body.
Flying knee goes as well. And another shot right in his tracks. Israel Galvan getting just about everything off right now.
And then goes back down to the takedown. When you're able to land knees, you're able to go high, land to the body. You got your guy CJ Hamilton off kilter.
Can go just about anywhere with it. We see why he's been so successful in recent years. Israel Galvan right now seems to have the edge.
Driver's seat for sure, mixing it all in. Yes, we had the nut shot. Inadvertent. CJ Hamilton took about 2 minutes to get back in there, but it's been all offense for Galvan as we look at this. Good leg kick right up the gut as we see right there. And here he is in top control, landing a knee right there to the body, right in front of Sean Shelby, UFC matchmaker.
Great eyes.
Good right hand lands too over the top.
And Schmo, you got to wonder, we saw Israel really pour it on late. You got to wonder if he saw Sean Shelby in the crowd and went, oh shoot, I really got to turn this up a little bit.
Certainly could be the case right there. You got him right next to you. You're talking to your opponent. You look up and you're like, Sean Shelby, I got to perform.
I can't recall when he got there, but I'm glad that you were able to point him out, because that being said, it's a great point for Israel Galvan. A lot of eyeballs are on him, like we said early on. Galvan attacks the legs, misses, but immediately wades inside. CJ Hamilton matches the energy output. Right back to the wrestling for Galvan.
Taking his back right away right here. Let's see if he could get those legs swung over and get him into a body lock.
4 for 5 right now, 80% success rate for Galvan in terms of takedowns. He landed 3 in round 1, already 1 for 1 here in the first minute.
That's right. Landing 41 of 67 total strikes. Make that 42 of 68 as he continues to rain down.
Only a 38% success rate in terms of landing for CJ Hamilton. 8 strikes landed, I should say, for him.
And these elbows are vicious that he's landing right there to the oblique of CJ Hamilton. Again, right in front of matchmaker of the UFC, Sean Shelby, really making a statement right here with those elbows. Really tiring out CJ Hamilton right now in the bottom position.
Israel Galvan been able to do it any way you dice it. 3 wins by submission, 2 wins by decision, as well as a couple of wins by KO or TKO. Dominant throughout the first minutes here of round 2 as well.
And he's got those legs of CJ Hamilton completely clamped up so he can flatten him on his back against the cage, putting that top pressure with his head against the collarbone so he can really rip in the short shots and make some damage on top. Israel Galvan.
North of a minute and a half of control time now scored for Galvan here in round 2. Some looping shots by the Las Vegas fighter. Now covering up the mouth, making it dirty and tough to breathe for Hamilton.
Really mudding this fight, putting a good stamp onto this thing right here.
Galvan looking over again to his home corner. And another punishing elbow lands for Galvan.
It may not look to be the sexiest thing we see, but it is demoralizing to your opponent when you're able to just stay on top of him, be heavy with the pressure, and just rain shots to both the body and to the head at will.
Quite the pedestrian round 2 up to this point, but Galvan now separates and immediately pounces back into the guard of Hamilton.
And we need to see more of a sense of urgency of Hamilton to get this fight back standing on the feet. You're not going to win this fight cinched up on your back.
And Schmo, we've talked a lot about long layoffs tonight, a lot of fighters coming back after extended periods of time. CJ Hamilton cut from that same cloth. His last fight, October 1st of 2022. We did mention that he has had some boxing matches in between that time, but hasn't been in this MMA rule set for a while.
Definitely you can feel the ring rust, if you believe in ring rust, for CJ Hamilton. But again, he's just not going to win this fight, staying on his back and just accepting being in your guard.
A couple of wins by submission. Most recently was March 8th of 2019. Hasn't posed that threat just yet, as Israel Galvan has been punishing from the top for just about 4 minutes or so at this point.
Haven't seen the threat. Also a new decade, Blake.
Appreciate having the Schmo here in the broadcast booth at Borroka Promotions 1. Galvan continuing to widen the gap between these two at 125 pounds.
And that was a good job right there, bringing the knee right to the sternum of CJ Hamilton. Demoralizing as he rains elbows over the top.
Ten ticks to go, round 2, but Galvan might want to get out of this one early. Looked as though he was really about to go for broke there, Schmo.
We said mauling in the last fight. Looks like a repeat into this fight. A mauling by Galvan. Dominating the control time. landing shots from the top position. It's been all him in this round, and wouldn't be surprised how we've seen judging if some of these judges see a 10-8 scorecard for this round.
Israel Galvan, that was late in the round. It seemed as though he might have wanted to close the show before seeing a third and final round, but we will go to it. But CJ Hamilton, a tough 2 rounds for him. Got to wonder what's being said over in the corner for him from Contemporary Martial Arts as well as Revolution Martial Arts in South Carolina.
You got to go for broke. And if you get taken down, you can't accept it. You got to wall walk. You got to find your way to climb up, use the cage, whatever you can. But you got to find a way to keep this fight standing in order to give yourself a chance and to find a finish and win this thing.
Galvan, been a bruising striker and even more so a claustrophobic grappler here in this big-time slate co-main event for him. Claps to the body, went out on the attack, but Hamilton getting out of the way.
But Galvan, no respect out of the striking from CJ Hamilton. Just seems to be walking him down right there, putting him there. You got to get the respect if you're CJ Hamilton.
Hamilton looked to connect on that combination. Now a couple of leg kicks thrown for Galvan. Down face first into the canvas. Israel Galvan lighting it up in Las Vegas.
That's how you make a statement, partner. That's how you make a statement.
Can you believe it? Israel Galvan, his first knockout since June of 2022, and that man is red hot, Schmo.
Celebrated, rightfully so, walking around here. Let's get a replay on this. Throws the 1-2, throws another right, and then boom, over the top. Slept him.
Israel Galvan, that's 3 in a row for the Syndicate fighter. And with who we have spectating in these seats, Schmo, you might wonder if he gets a big-time phone call in the near future.
Listen, when you make a performance like that, you get the oohs and ahs of a guy like Sean Shelby. You never know when your phone can ring for a short notice fight, or maybe you secure yourself for something bigger. But kudos to him for capitalizing on this moment.
What a finish for Israel Galvan. The leg kick goes back over the top. Couple of punishing blows, and that's the one that rolls credits on this co-main event. Israel Galvan gonna move to 8-3. Let's make it official. Here to get you primed for it is Garrett Fertig.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mark Smith steps in and waves off the contest. Official time, 46 seconds of the third round. Declaring your winner by knockout, Israel El Ulican Galvan.
I'm here with your winner, Israel Galvan. That's your third victory in a row. You got the knockout. What's going through your mind right now?
I just need that call, Dana. I've been waiting. I beat an 8-0, undefeated, 2 UFC Fight Pass promotion champion, and I had to come back, and I had to fight someone in the regionals. It is what it is. I get the job done every time, though.
You ready for the next step? You got Sean Shelby, UFC matchmaker, right there in the corner. You get an emphatic finish. You feel like you've done enough. You've proven it.
Of course. Look at that guy's resume. 16 wins, and I got 7. I think I should have been the main event. No disrespect, but it is what it is. What can I say? I beat a guy with 16 finishes, and I have 7. That's pretty crazy. There's guys not doing that in this division, and I am. I'm not afraid to fight anybody.
Anywhere that right hand found its home. How soon would you like to get back in there?
Shoot, tomorrow in China if they gave me the opportunity.
This guy is ready to go. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up to your winner, Israel Galvan!